Hello again. Welcome to class 957. 957. Okay, I want to continue. I want to finish page 49 with these paragraphs. Are you ready? If you hold the envelope, es un sobre. If you hold the envelope over boiling water, the steam will make it easy to open. Then, after you've read the letter, you can seal the envelope and nobody will know it's been opened. Okay. Have you ever wanted to open an envelope and then seal it back as if nobody, all right. There's a trick. Do you know the trick? Agua en ebullición, hirviendo agua. Okay, it says, if you hold the envelope, to hold, here, this is a pan. This is the stove. The stove is la cocina, mueble. This is the stove. And boiling water. And you hold the envelope over the steam. El vapor, no? The steam, escrito steam. If you hold the envelope over boiling water, boiling, hirviendo, en ebullición. If you hold the envelope over boiling water, the steam will make it easy, hacer que sea fácil, hacerlo fácil, will make it easy to open. Then, after you've read the letter, all right, she loves my, how do you say? Mis efectos de sonido, my sound effect. It goes back in. And then, I've lost my place. You can seal. Seal is sellar, to seal. To seal. Seal, estamos en sello de calidad. Seal of quality. All right, the seal. Seal puede ser sellar así. To seal, like this. Okay. After you've read the letter, you can seal the envelope and nobody will know it's been opened. Voz pasiva, que ha sido abierta. La carta o el sobre. Yes. If you hold the envelope, yo digo envelope. La mayoría de la gente dice envelope. Así que creo que estoy en minoría. Envelope. If you hold the envelope over boiling water, the steam will make it easy to open. Then, after you've read the letter, you can seal the envelope and nobody will know it's been opened. And nobody will know it has been. It's been. And nobody will know it's been opened. Abierto. All right? Okay, the next one. You can trust him. Excuse me. You can trust him. You can. Así de rápido decimos can cuando es afirmativo. You can trust him. Puedes confiar en él. Te puedes fiar de él. Te puedes confiar en él. You can trust him. You can trust him. Nadie en su sano juicio en inglés lo dice así, pero tú sí. You can trust him. You can trust him. You can trust him. Yeah. I've been working with him for over 10 years. And I guarantee you, te garantizo, I guarantee you he's 100% trustworthy. 100% digno de confianza. He's confianza. I'm doing a radio show in Mexico. And I'm trying to avoid the Spanish ciudad Zaragoza. It's difficult. And I'm getting, estoy a caballo entre los dos. All right. Curiosa expresión, a caballo entre. All right. It's, you can trust him. You can trust him, no problem. Sí, puedes confiar en él. Tranquilo. You can trust him. I've been working with him for over 10 years. Llevo más de 10 años trabajando con él. I've been working with him for over 10 years. And I guarantee you, he's 100% trustworthy. Cuando usamos 100% como adjetivo previo a una cosa como aquí, digno de confianza, siempre decimos 100, no 100. Tengo 100 problemas. I have 100 problems, or I have 100 problems. Pero si dices, estoy 100% seguro, I'm 100% sure. One. O sea, ante la duda, siempre di la palabra one. 100. Siempre es correcto. Always. 100. Te he dicho 100 veces que no hagas eso. I've told you 100 times. I've told you 100. Es más correcto el último. But 100 is always correct. En este caso, 100. I guarantee you he's 100% trustworthy. Trustworthy. Digno de confianza. Praiseworthy. Digno de elogio. Praise, praise. Praiseworthy. Digno de alabanza, digno de elogio. Praiseworthy. Noteworthy. Digno de tomar nota. Noteworthy. Y hay otro que I can't remember the fourth. Noteworthy, praiseworthy, trustworthy. I can't think of it now. All right. No se me ocurre ahora. I can't think of it now. Okay, you can trust him. Yeah, you can trust him. You can trust him. No problem. You can trust him. I've been working with him for over 10 years, and I guarantee you, he's 100% trustworthy. You can rely on him to always do his best. Split infinitive here. You can rely on him to always do his best. Puedes confiar en que él siempre hará lo mejor que pueda. You can rely on him. Trust es moral. Rely es dependencia de que haga, que responda según lo necesario o según las especificaciones. To rely on. You can rely on him. Don't worry. He will always do his best. You can rely on him to always do his best. You can rely on me to always do my best. I can rely on her to always do her best. Can I rely on you? Can I rely? Reliable. Fiable en que vas a hacer lo que te digo y lo vas a hacer bien. Puedes confiar en ti de que no me vas a robar. Eso es to trust. Si creo que me vas a robar o podrías robarme, no me fío de ti o no confío en ti. I don't trust you. O al contrario, yes, I trust you. Me fío de ti. Confío en que eres persona digna de confianza, buena persona. Now, to rely on you es confiar en ti en que vas a hacer bien las cosas y responder según las especificaciones. Eres mi director de marketing, entonces I can rely on you. Me traes hechos consumados. I can rely on you. Don't worry, you can rely on him. You can always rely on him. You can rely on him to always do his best. He'll always do his best. So you can trust him. I've been working with him for over 10 years, and I guarantee you he's 100% trustworthy. You can rely on him to always do his best. Este always lo he insertado entre tú y do. To always do. Eso se llama split infinitive, infinitivo partido, which many, many years ago was taboo in English. But now it's common in English and correct, really. All right, the English language is evolving. To always do your best. All right, paragraph 417 on page 49. I see you're having trouble loosening that screw. Veo que te está costando aflojar ese tornillo. I see you're having trouble loosening that screw. Yeah. I don't have any oil. No aceite. Ponerle 3 en 1 aceite. You know, I don't have any oil here to help you loosen it. Yeah. But we can pour some Coca-Cola on the screw. We can pour some Coca-Cola on the screw. You'll be surprised how effective it is. This is true. If you have a screw or a nut or a bolt, a screw, a nut, or a bolt. A screw is un tornillo. A nut is una tuerca. A bolt is un perno, okay? And you don't have oil or 3 in 1, try Coca-Cola. It's more effective. No, it is. Lo es. Tiene ácido fosfórico. I mean, you drink Coca-Cola, it contains phosphoric acid. But no problem. It's a very small amount. And it's necessary for the formula of Coca-Cola. It's not bad for you. It's not bad for you. But it's but if you have a piece of if you put a steak, un filete, on the counter in your kitchen at night, and you pour some Coca-Cola on it, the next morning, it's burned a hole in the Coca-Cola. So, yeah, it's the phosphoric acid. All right. And so to loosen a screw, to loosen something, al aflojarlo, if it's too tight, to loosen it, the best is Coca-Cola. It's better than oil or 3 in 1. It's better. But of course, people don't keep, Coca-Cola in the factory, for every problem. But I see you're having problems. I'm seeing you're having trouble. Trouble escrito. I see you're having trouble loosening. Te está costando aflojar. I see you're having trouble loosening that screw. Pronunciación del tornillo. Screw. Quitar la S. Crew, que es tripulación. De avión o de barco. Crew. Screw. I see you're having trouble loosening that screw. Yeah? I don't have any oil to help you loosen it, but we can pour is echar, verter. We can pour some Coca-Cola on it, on the screw. You'll be surprised how effective it is. Te has sorprendido cuán efectivo es. You'll be surprised how effective it is. All right? Okay, the next one. The next one. 418, page 49. Pancakes and hot cakes are the same thing. Esas tortitas que aquí se come con chocolate. Yeah. In the United States and Canada, no. Con sirope de arce, del árbol, maple. Oh, it's delicious. Chocolate? Oh, okay. Maple syrup. Sirope, syrup, maple syrup. Okay, pancakes, pancaques, se dice aquí panqueques o algo así. And hot cakes, también se dice hot cakes, es lo mismo. In English, hot cakes and pancakes are the same thing. 2 words for the same thing. All right, como alubias y judías. Okay, frijoles, alubias, judías, yeah. Pancakes and hot cakes, all right? Pancakes and hot cakes. However, we always say as flat as a pancake. As flat as a pancake. Tan plano como un panqueque. It's flat. No es ondulado. This is not an undulated table. It's flat. This table is as flat as a pancake. No se dice hot cake. Nunca en esta expresión. Sin embargo, however, it's flat. We always say as flat as a pancake, and they're selling like hotcakes. Se venden como churros. We say se venden como hotcakes. So no pancakes. So it's interesting. The same food, but they're used in very different expressions. As flat as a pancake, they're selling like hotcakes. Estos libros se están vendiendo como churros. Se están vendiendo como churros. They're selling like hotcakes, man. Well, we're going to get rich, Marta. Not true. Come on. You need to buy more books. I mean, how am I going to get rich if you don't buy books? Yeah. Es mi sino. To be poor, right? It's my sino. It's my fate. My destiny, mi destino. Escrito fate. Fate. Fate son los hados de la mitología griega. Fates. It's my fate. Siento mucho. Es mi sino, it's my fate. It's my fate. All right. Buy more books. Pancakes and hot cakes are the same thing. However, we always say as flat, más plano que un panqueque. O sea, tan plano como. As flat as a pancake. And they're selling, se venden, se están vendiendo. They're selling like hotcakes. We never invert the two terms in these expressions. Invertir. We never invert these two terms. It's interesting. In Spanish, invertir has two meanings. Invertir dinero en la bolsa, invertir dinero en un proyecto, y invertir términos, invertir. And you but in English, no, we have to invest in a project or in the stock market and to invert the terms. As flat as a hot cake, no. As flat as a pancake, and they're selling like hotcakes. Like hotcakes. All right, paragraph 419, near the bottom of page 49. A lot of kids go to school early and spend half an hour playing soccer on the playground. When the bell rings at 8:55, they have 5 minutes to get to the classroom. When I was in elementary school, primary school, many of the kids went to school early, maybe 30 minutes before. The classes started at 8:45, 8:45, bam, in the classroom, with a teacher in the classroom. However, many kids went to the early at 8:15, the boys, not the girls, the boys, and played soccer. Jugaron fútbol como aquí, fútbol internacional, soccer. But it was AKLZ, AKLZ. That means all the boys whose last name was from A to K was on one team, and all the boys LZ from LZ were the other team, opposing. And you had 50 boys or 100 boys and 100 boys playing soccer together. O sea, es un campo de fútbol con 200 jugadores. Y no había portería, había la línea larga de 100 metros to cruzarlo. It was pandemonium. All the boys were 10 years old, 11 years old, we were playing. AKLZ, and it was pandemonium. Every day I went, I was playing soccer, always. And then the bell rang at 9:40. And so we had 5 minutes. Everybody turned and started running, to the... But, 5 minutes is enough. You don't need to run. You can walk into the school and go to your classroom in 5 minutes, no problem. But sometimes, I remember one boy, once, there was a girl by the name of Christine Keeler. Christine Keeler. And she was not a very attractive girl, I remember. Pobrecita. And one boy said, "El último tiene que besar aquí la Keeler." All the boys, poor girl. All the boys were running as fast as possible. The last one in has to kiss Keeler. Yeah. Later, Christine Keeler was very attractive. Kind of puso aparato dental, ortodoncia. Wow, Que cambiado. So then everybody wanted to kiss. All the boys wanted to kiss Keeler after that. All right. So las ortodoxias hacen milagros en algunos casos. Mi hermana igual. My sister had an overbite, and she was the most beautiful girl in the school. Of course, she was my sister. It's my sister, but you know. There was a coach in Texas, the coach of the University of Texas football team. Los empates no son, final empate a cero, empate uno bajo. He said, a tie is like kissing your sister. No hay ninguna emoción. Un empate es como besar a tu hermana. He said, a tie is like kissing your sister. All right. A lot of kids go to school early and spend half an hour, media hora. Muchos chavalines, a lot of kids. Un nativo diría a lot of kids. Go to school early and spend half an hour playing soccer. Soccer es la forma en inglés de decir fútbol. On the playground. Playground es patio de recreo, pero no es un patio, es un gran campo. The playground in my primary school, both in Houston and in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the playground was about, I don't know, como 6 campos de fútbol. It was enormous. Of course, I was a little boy. If I go back now, everything seems smaller, but it was big. And I can find pictures here, and you can, wow, it's big. Yeah. So we're playing football, and the field was 200 by 200. It was an enormous soccer field. All right. Hay que tener cuidado con esto. All right. A lot of kids go to school early and spend half an hour playing soccer on the playground. Terreno de juego. Playground. When the bell rings at 8:55, they have 5 minutes to get to the classroom. Llegar al aula, to get to the classroom. 8:55, no. In reality, it was 8:40 because it started at 8:45. One more, si hay tiempo. At the bottom of page 49, the last one, her parents died when she was 14, and her uncle took her to live in a convent where she became an expert on medicinal plants. She never became a nun, but married at age 23. Esto se llama Elvira, y se casó con Don Rodrigo. All right. Okay. Her parents died when she was 14. Se quedó huérfana a los 14 años la chica. Su tío, her uncle, her parents died when she was 14, and her uncle took her to live in a convent, un convento de monjas, to live in a convent, where she became an expert on medicinal plants. Plantas medicinales, o sea, really como la farmacéutica, natural, a natural pharmacist, donde ella se hizo experta in plantas medicinales, where she became an expert on, in the convent. She never became a nun. Nunca se hizo monja, nunca se ordenó. She never became a nun, but married, se casó a los 23, but married at 23, so she left the convent. Yeah. Well, you see, the story is, the convent received the visit of Don Adalberto. But Don Adalberto was accompanied by Don Rodrigo. And Elvira, Don Alberto was chosen to be her husband. And when they came in, she thought Don Rodrigo was very, very handsome. I said, wow, look at that man. Don Alberto was fat. But the husband that was chosen for her, esto es el siglo XIII, was chosen for her was Don Alberto. Said, oh my God, what am I going to do? But Don Rodrigo also fell in love with Elvira. So there was a question here. The two Don Rodrigo and Elvira were attracted to each other, but Don Alberto was the person who was the future husband. And with her medicinal plants, she had to find a way to marry, casarse con él, to marry him, pero no consumar el matrimonio. Yeah, not to consummate, using the medicinal plants. And so the marriage was not consummated. All right. And it's a long story. It's an interesting story of Elvira, Don Rodrigo, Don Alberto. Her marriage. ¿Conocen la historia? You don't know it. All right. Tengo un libro aquí con esa historia, if you're interested. Es una novela inverso. It's good. Poetic novel. Her parents died when she was 14, and her uncle took her to a convent where she became an expert on medicinal plants. She never became a nun, but married at age 23. See you tomorrow.